what's going on YouTube? Captain Redbeard back on the Division 2 with another build video. I have a build that I put together after talking to a friend of mine. Wanted to see a damage to armor build. And yes, I know there are builds obviously on YouTube by other gamers, and that's fine. But I just went through my stuff. I haven't really looked at anything like that. I just wanted to see what I could put together. And this is what I put together. So let me show you what I got. Okay, starting at the top, I'm using the gunner specialization, and I'm using that for mostly the 10% armor on kill. All right, I'm using the Scorpio. I only have expertise 6 on this. Total damage is 1 million. Shotgun damage, damage to armor, critical hit damage is all maxed out. Now, I didn't bother re-rolling this to damage to targets out of cover. I might at some point, but I know a lot of people when they see the stuff like, oh, how come it doesn't have damage to target out of cover? It's just the way that I got it when I first started playing the game. I think it was the first one I picked up, but it works really good the way that it is here for me. So for this is how I have it. Okay, and the talent is Septic Shock. Shooting a target applies stacks of venom, which lasts for 10 seconds. Increasing stacks adds more severe debuffs to the target. 1. Poison. 3. Disorient. 6. Shock. 7. Target takes additional 20% damage from all sources. Stacks no longer increase. Duration of status effects is based on the percentage of pellets hit on applying shot. It's working really nice. I'm using it because mostly it's got that 12% damage to armor and it's a damage to armor build. And if we take a look here, Venom Glands is giving me plus 10% reload speed. The Chalet Grip is giving me plus 10% weapon handling. Starlight Receptors give me plus 10% critical hit chance. And the Aculus is giving me plus 10% stability. And then for my secondary weapon, I am using the classic RPK 74. LMG damage needs to be a little bit more optimized. Damage to target out of cover and damage to armor. Those two are maxed out. I have preservation on this weapon. Killing an enemy repairs 10% armor over 5 seconds. Headshot kills improve the repair by an additional 10%. So that with using the gunner, getting the armor on kill, that's why I have this. Just to, give me a little bit more survivability in the build. I really enjoy running builds that have armor regen. That's why I really love the Memento backpack. It's probably the best um, exotic overall in the game, really. I mean, it's so versatile. But for this build, I'm using the Ninja Bike. And then for the sidearm, I'm just using the TDI card custom. Gives you an extra skill tier when it's drawn. Talent on that is determined. After killing an enemy with a headshot, the next shot landed on any enemy will be a guaranteed headshot. Alright, so those are the weapons. And with the gunner, you get the Riot Foam Grenade. It actually works really well. I usually use like the concussion grenade mostly, but I used it a little bit and yeah, it's not bad. It works pretty good. Okay, so here's the gear pieces that I'm using, okay? Start with the mask. Walker Harris. I get 2 brand set bonuses because I'm using the Ninja Bike bag. It's giving me plus 5% weapon damage and plus 5% damage to armor. Core attribute is armor. The miners is crit chance, crit damage, and I have a critical hit chance mod on this. The Ninja Bike bag comes with all three core attributes, weapon damage, armor, and skill tier. I have 16 expertise on this, and I have a critical hit damage mod on it. Talent's Resourceful slots in with any equipped gear set and or brand set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set's bonus. It can unlock bonuses from multiple sets simultaneously. And that's what we're doing here. So every gear set that I have Araldi Holding. I got 2 of these. So I'm getting 3 of the brand set bonuses and so on. Really nice piece to use in the game as well. Okay, let's go to the chess piece. Araldi Holdings. I'm getting all 3 of the brand set bonuses, plus 10% marksman rifle damage, not using that, plus 15% headshot damage, and plus 5% damage to armor. Core attribute on this is weapon damage, miner's crit chance, headshot damage, and critical hit chance mod. I put Unbreakable on this because I'm a little squishy at 1.1 million armor. I wanted to have a little bit more survivability, so with that, Talent's Unbreakable. When your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. Cooldown is 60 seconds. Okay, let's just stay with the brand set. So we'll go to the holster here. Core attribute on the holster is weapon damage, miner's crit chance, and crit damage. Over to the gloves, using the contractor's gloves. Brand set bonus 2 is giving me plus 10% LMG damage and plus 15% weapon handling. LMG damage is working out really well with using the RPK, so is the weapon handling. Core attributes weapon damage, and with the contractors, you get the 8% damage to armor. And I got critical hit chance. And the knee pads, Fox's Prayer. The named Overlord armaments. Plus 10% rifle damage and plus 30% accuracy. Core attributes weapon damage. And we're doing it for the minor attribute of the 8% damage to target out of cover. And I got critical hit damage on there. Okay, and for just doing some PvE stuff with this, I'm just running the Reviver Hive and then the Crusader Shield. All right, like I said, I'm at 1.1 million armor. That's why I got the Unbreakable on there. Let's go over to the stats. Weapon damage is sitting at 1,019,000. PvP weapon damage is at 237. Critical hit chance sitting at 56. Critical hit damage is at 102.9. Headshot damage 90. Armor damage is at 30%. And we got some bonuses here, 45% reload speed, 65% accuracy, some stability, 45%. 96% all weapons damage bonus. 10% LMG damage bonus. And this build really is, it's really nice. I mean, I'm gonna do some gameplay so I can show you, but this thing just shreds. It cuts through the armor, really nice. It just hits them hard. I would say absolutely give this a shot. I mean, seriously, put it together, tweak it how you want to tweak it, but yeah, it's really nice. And the whole thing I was going for obviously was the damage to armor, so I could take the Scorpio and I could put the capacitor there, the 12% damage to armor. if you have a St. Elmo's engine and you have the damage to armor instead of the damage to target out of cover, um, the Bighorn here, whatever. I mean, I just chose to use the Scorpio and I just did heroic. Let me see, what was I just doing? I just did the Federal Emergency Bunker invaded on heroic, and I was really impressed by it. Seriously impressed. It worked out really well. So, all right. I'm going to get into some gameplay so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, and we'll leave it at that. All right. Let's check it out. All right. DCD headquarters, heroic. Let's see what we got with this damaged armor build.
We think Black Tusk may be after the DCD's databases as a means to exploit the broad-spectrum antivirals they captured. We need to stop them.
Vital signs critical.
got shield. Who? What? Fast is bad.
assistance needed. Agent out of action.
No angle from here. Stay down. Killed one of ours.
It's another black eye for Black Tusk. It's a good thing they're cleared out of that compound.
So there it is. Good thing I had that reviver hive at the end, though, huh? All right. Yeah, it's not a bad set. Works pretty good. All right, well, I'm gonna leave you with that and get out of here. I am Captain Redbeard 253. If you like this video, hit that like, subscribe, help me support my channel. I always appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.